with sustained winds around 40 miles per hour as it continues to now push into the Caribbean Sea. Will Danny continue to weaken? The answer in just a few.
All right, so we are following breaking news: an armed robbery at a breakfast spot in the capital city. 16 WAPT's Hadass Brown joins us live for the details. Hadass.
We're at the Waffle House on McDowell Road, where police say two men with handguns robbed the register and a customer, then took off. Mobile crime just pulled up on scene a couple minutes ago. We've seen officers talking to store employees, trying to piece together just what exactly happened. Now, this happened just after 5 o'clock, so less than an hour ago. Officers tell us they are looking for two African-American men. One had dreadlocks and was wearing a red bandana. The other had hair cut very close to his head and was wearing a blue bandana. No one hurt, but the two ran off after committing a crime. No word at this point on how much money they got away with. Stay with us here and on WAPT.com as we continue to update this story. And if you have any information that can help police, call Crime Stoppers. Live in Jackson, Hadass Brown, 16 WAPT News.
All right, thank you so much, Hadass. All right, so one local group in the capital city is trying to help enforce a city ordinance to stop gas stations from selling pipes. 16 WAPT's Jennifer Ortega reports.
Police were called out to this fast fill on Gallatin and Highway 80 to remove what one group claims are drug pipes on display.
Get it out of there right now.
Okay, that's fine. Check the other stores too. 90%.
You worry about what you got in there. You worry about what you got in there right now.
The group says the pipes the store sells makes it easy for people to smoke crack and other drugs.
It didn't take us very long to go out and get 10 names of stores that already had it, but however, we've been working on this, removing drug paraphernalia from the city of Jackson for years.
According to a new ordinance, the display of drug paraphernalia in plain sight in a business is now illegal. The ordinance says pipes can still be sold, but have to be in a separate room.
I'm not lying. I've been living here.
Look, it's an ordinance. You see this?
Okay.
Store owner Harry Singh says what people do with the pipes after they buy them is not his problem.
We just sell it. We don't say this is for drug. People ask for, do you have a pipe? We sell it. That's it.
Singh says the city should send a legal letter telling stores to remove the supplies. City Councilman DeKeither Stamp says gas stations that have tobacco paraphernalia on display could face a misdemeanor.
This paraphernalia is in the middle of it, so if we remove the paraphernalia, now we can take one element from this location, and our locations all across Jackson.
We are not using for drug. They specifically say only for tobacco use. Okay, if they're using to buy for tobacco, yes, or they should pass the ordinance. They should discontinue the whole thing. Yeah. We have no problem.
Do you really think this ordinance is going to make a difference?
Well, it has. It's out of this store, so now the drug users won't be coming here to get those different paraphernalias.
That was Jennifer Ortega reporting. Now, Respect Our Black Dollars also hit up the Exxon on Fortification and Straight Street, where police confiscated 3 truckloads of pipes. All right, so a big uproar in Brandon over a song the high school band was not allowed to play.
Sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
More than 100 parents and Brandon High School students met in the parking lot of City Hall Sunday and sang How Great Thou Art. 16 WAPT's Hadass Brown explains.
Parents painting their cars in protest.
Everybody Monday is writing on their car windows, how great thou art.
The Rankin County School District benched the Brandon High School Marching Band Friday night because its halftime act contained the hymn, How Great Thou Art. That night, the crowd sang the song themselves in protest. Now the band has to come up with a different routine with just 6 weeks until a big competition.
These kids have spent all summer long pouring out their hearts, playing, practicing in 100-degree weather. It's freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
One has freedom of speech and religion that is in some ways absolute, but on their own time.
MC Law Professor Matt Steffi says the district is playing it safe since they've gotten in trouble over school prayer before.
because they have been fined, they have been found to violate the order, and judges tend to escalate the consequences of violating an order with each successive violation.
But he says there are some circumstances that would allow the school to keep the song in the routine.
The courts have generally looked with approval on a religious-themed song in the context of a broader program or medley, unless it was chosen